Welcome, Virgo, to your February Astro Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. Welcome back, everyone, and anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what's going on with you in this beautiful month, right? Let's go. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month, using only one of the 12 houses. Exciting times. We do have the full moon on the 12th. It's going to be in Leo, so that's going to be a great thing. That's going to allow you to feel that self-confidence and really use, right, that fiery impact that's coming through. Yeah. So let's see what we have here. We have the sun coming out with some Leo energy and going straight into the 6th house. Nice. So let's see. What do we have here? We have the sun. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. Doing it with some Leo energy. This energy around you is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. It's also going to bring in that courageousness. It's going to bring in that, willpower, all those great things, a lot of strength. So let's see, and going straight into the 6th house. The work, health, and duty of your life. This is where, I have those hobbies that make me money, those things that make, that I've made into my duties. If you go to the gym all the time, it's like I've set a time for this. This is a part of my daily schedule, right? Not just something I do every now and again, right? These are things that I've made a part of my lifestyle. Okay, so let's get in here. This message is coming through, getting straight to the situation. The situation will take place at the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Let's see what we got here. We have the Death card coming out with the 4 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. We have 2 cards in reverse, and then the King is right side up. There is definitely some opportunities going on around you to get outside of your comfort zone and really feel like you're becoming more disciplined. You might have felt like something in the beginning of the month is a little out of control, and this might be why you're feeling like you're being pulled out of a comfort zone. It's almost like you're being pulled. It's almost like Spirit is saying, stay open to the new experiences around you and be ready to embrace whatever is going to be unexpected coming your way. Whatever you're doing in the 6th house, everybody's doing something a little different. Use your discernment, my friends. It is saying that you might feel like you're being a little pushed out of the comfort zone. So like, for instance, you could say, for it's just a great one, right? I go to the gym all the time, but I decided that I'm going to get a fitness trainer. But yeah, he's kind of pushing me to my limits over here, and I didn't expect that, right? I didn't want to go that way, right? So now I feel like I'm a little out of my comfort zone, right? Because maybe I'm used to, whatever. Maybe I'm only used to doing, walking, riding the bicycle, doing things like that. And now maybe they want me to push all this weight, right, to build this muscle. So, I'm just saying, there could be something that's going on over here that's pushing you out of your comfort zone and making you work a little harder. Okay, doing something a little different from the norm to get that pinnacle, or to get that wealth, get that success. Okay, we're just going to put it's success. Okay, to get that extra success. Maybe they're saying, if I'm at the gym and I'm trying to lose this weight or something, maybe I'm not, I've got this guy because I'm having a hard time, but I didn't expect him to make me, do this for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like, I already do it for 10 minutes. Why are you pushing me to 15 to 20, but they're like without, no pain, no gain type of scenario. So there's definitely something here that's talking about breaking routines to the next level, getting out of your comfort zone. There's also something here about saving money as well, or not spending as much. It's kind of like working harder. I don't have to work harder. I have to work smarter, or I have to work harder to be smarter. It's something of this nature. Because you're definitely breaking a boundary of a comfort zone for the overall success. But I do feel like when that line comes out, the more that you keep going towards it, right? The more you keep going towards it, the more you're going to feel empowered from the situation. So it's kind of like I've given it this chance, and now I'm starting to feel more empowered. But at first I didn't like it because it's something new. It's bringing me out of my comfort zone. I didn't want to go that far out of my comfort zone. That's what it feels like, okay? It could even be about, like I said, something about money as well, because I do have saving money over here. So if you are doing something where you have to spend more money to earn more money, that could be also a comfort zone as well, because you could say, I only saved this much money. I didn't want to proceed to spend this much, but it's saying you're going to have to if you want the success. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to have to dig deeper into the pocketbook to reach that success. Okay. So in the mid-month over here, it does feel like you're a little isolated. You have withdrawn a little bit from the situation. You feel like this is really overcommitted. You're a little out of balance over here. It does feel like, you're a little frustrated. There is, yeah. And you might even feel like you're trying to reprioritize what's going on within this situation, because it has drawn you out of this comfort zone so much that now you're kind of lost. Yeah, you're lost. You're not sure how you're feeling about this, right? Not sure if it's working. It's almost like I'm not sure if I made the right call. And so with that Leo energy coming in with the full moon, it's like, yeah, you're going to start feeling those over emotions. Maybe you feel like you've overcommitted yourself towards something that I didn't want to, it shouldn't have to be this way. So you're feeling like it's out of balance, and a lot of fire coming in. You have to wait for the perfect timing over here. You need to wait for time. You're being impatient. You're really worried on the past with the Six of Cups. At the Three of Cups in reverse, you're feeling like this has an adverse accomplishment instead of the accomplishment you want. You feel like everything's out of balance. But the cards are saying, you really just need to balance your strength and allow yourself time to, get into what the new is. You need to make it more transformative, make it more, more maybe spontaneous, make it more exciting, but you're not. You're more perplexed about the situation. As she's mixing water over here, she's saying it's going to be okay. You just need to get balanced. So the energy of the full moon, right, is playing with the emotions. So now you're not sure. Not allowing this to go the way that it should be moving. to the end of the month, please. You have the completion to the situation of the self-development, but you're still not sure. You're starting to feel unmotivated towards the new area of what you just put yourself through. But yet you have the sun. Don't tell me you're not teeter-tottering. I think you're trying to be a perfectionist in some ways over here. Your Virgo perfectionism is trying to come through, but you're not allowing the sun to shine. You're not seeing how it's actually coming together. You might be kind of nitpicking everything and trying to make this self-development, move faster than it's supposed to be, or it should be this way or that way, instead of allowing it to just be this kind of like transformative time, new possibilities, making it more meaningful. If it's not you, then the person who's around you, you might feel they're nitpicking everything and it's making it not motivational. Okay. Because there also could be someone around you who's nitpicking everything that you're doing, and you could feel like this was supposed to, I thought this was supposed to be good. You're just making it terrible, right? I was already imbalanced about this situation. Now, the end of the month, it's like now you're nitpicking everything that's going on and you're making it not exciting at all. But there is a lot of excitement that's actually coming. Yeah, it's got you. You kind of feel like it's a useless sacrifice. Like maybe I did the wrong thing, even though you're having this completion, even though you're starting to see results. But it does feel like you or someone around you is nitpicking it, and it's just not feeling very passionate because there's no passion. You're not focused on it the way you were before, even though you already had issues here. It's kind of a very interesting read because I can really feel the teeter-tottering. When we're getting out of a comfort zone of ways that we are used to doing something, we want the extra success in what we're doing, but sometimes it's hard to leap to that next level and actually feel comfortable in doing so. So you might be looking for things to work a certain way, but it's not working that way. And so that could be why you're nitpicking certain things, even though it is showing that it is going in the direction it's supposed to be going to. Or you might have this person that you're working with who is making it worse by nitpicking everything. Okay, so it is showing that you're having the earnings, that you are succeeding. That's Eight of Pentacles in reverse to the Eight of Pentacles right side up. So it's saying where you feel like you're not getting the earnings, where you're feeling, right, that it's not, going the way I want it to go, it actually is. It's like you're not seeing it that way. And like I said, if you know it's somebody else that's not seeing it and you're starting to see it, that's totally fine. Take it that way. But I'm just telling you right now, this is the way it looks, right? Even though the sun is out and is shining everywhere, you're still kind of disillusioned to this situation. Now, like I said, could be somebody else who's nitpicking and, being delusional about the situation and not seeing it clearly. But clearly, the sun is shining. Clearly, there's a blessing coming out, and you're not seeing the inevitable. You're not seeing, because you're imbalanced, you're not seeing what's going on. Yeah, everything is moving fine. It's like it's saying I'm hoping and waiting, but you're not hoping and waiting for nothing. You already have the sun. So like I said, it could be like I'm a little blinded to how it's really working, even though it's working in my favor. Or you could be around someone who's working with you and they're telling you, hey, look, it's not working. But it is. It's just not clearly seeing it. I don't, you have the world and the sun. It's obviously working. Maybe it was supposed to work a different way. Maybe you thought it was supposed to go one way and it went the other way. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, like, why are they not? I don't understand why you're not seeing it or they're not seeing it. Take it how it resonates. I'm still going to put it under you, though, okay? But let's see. You have the Ace of Cups. It's just about perception. It's just perception. That's all it is. I'm perceiving it that it's not working. So I'm nitpicking every little thing, even though it's saying you have the blessing to the Ace of Cups. Everything's coming together beautifully. It's just not coming together the way you like expected it to be. You're pinpointing it to be a certain way, and that's not the way it was. That's just not the way it worked. Okay. All right then. So you're still like waiting and hoping that it turns the way you want it to be. That's the way it's looking. I just think that maybe in your mind you've seen it as going this way. I mean, that's literally all I got here is that you were expecting it to go this way and it ended up going a little different, and you're just not really happy the way that it's moving, even though it's moving like a blessing. I think within time, your perception, I think you're going to see it. I think that there's still a little bit of cloudiness. I mean, sometimes it's just the way it is. I mean, the only thing I can really think about this when we're talking about the sixth house, I bring bands up a lot because it's a very good way of putting something. If I write a song and you play, they play I didn't want to use that song, right? But then I expected it to be this way, and the way the guitarist is doing it, it's like, well, that's not the way I envisioned the song to come together. I wrote the lyrics. I went outside of the box. I wasn't sure that I would, that we wanted to do it. Well, woo, woo, woo. But then we put it together, and the way it's going, it's not as hard as I wanted it to be. Maybe it's too it's too soft, or maybe you made it too hard, and this is a soft song. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's still good, and it's still a blessing, and it's an awesome song, right? And it's going to do very well. You have the Ace of Cups to the Sun, so it's saying it's a major banger. You see what I'm saying? Like this is amazing. You're gonna go play this song on stage, and it's gonna be awesome. But that's not what you envisioned. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm really feeling something like that. I always think that using bands is always just a really good way of looking at something because there's so many ways we can look at those things to really explain something. And that's exactly what it is. You're like, wait, you know, yeah. So yeah, there's some uneasiness towards what's going on. But in the end, it's a blessing. Like all of a sudden you're going to realize, man, you're going to get out there on stage, and even though you're not happy about the way it's working, not happy about the way it is, the crowd's going to go wild, and they're going to be, shouting your name or whatever, and be like, that song was awesome. And then everything, your perception is going to change and be like, okay, I guess that's the way it was supposed to be then. I guess that was it. Yeah, because it's all justified. So what you're going to find is everything is justified. It's valid. It was the way, and then your clarity is going to change and say, okay, well, I guess that's just the way it's supposed to be then. Yeah, I just feel like your perception's a little off. I just feel like you were just looking for it one way and not the other. So your ability to think outside the box of how it has to be is going to serve you better than, towards this opportunity than thinking it has to be this way, right? And obviously in this situation, it doesn't have to be this way, right? And it's kind of weird because in a lot of situations, it's kind of like that, right? There's very few situations where it has to be this way, right? So yeah. Huh. Okay. I really do think it's you though, because I think that you're trying to do something and the way it's going down just wasn't the way it was. But like I said, it's a total blessing in the end. Okay, guys. Falcon, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without evocation. Okay. So it's like, don't worry about it. You're a lot tougher than you think you are, Wolverine. Okay. And then you have the Condor. You're too enmeshed in the situation. So step back to see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking actions. There it is. It's like you're kind of seeing it from a different point of view, but Spirit's saying, no, it's a blessing. We're doing it the right way. Three major arcana, four, one, two, three. Four major arcanas plus an ace. So you're actually on the right page. It just feels weird. Okay. Okay, so that was it for you, my friends. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye bye.